Good evening. This is a weird one. Let me get that out of the way. I wasn't going to stream tonight, but this is not going to be a regular, part of the regular streams that I've been doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This is just an extra thing because I'm in the mood to do it, and I got something a little different. This is really weird. There was a game from, let's see if I can look that up. Let's see. Man, I just right out of the gate. These fucking spammers. I'm at work now. I'll join later with my friends. Add me on Discord, by the way. The fuck out of here. Does anybody want organic? Is it just me? Am I broken? That it's I would not if you came to me and you're like, well, you can get 100, you can get 1,000 followers for $10.99 or whatever, it's like, why would I fucking want that? Why would I want those fake numbers? I understand. I'm not fucking stupid. I understand that there is a little fake it till you make it kind of thing where it's like, if you have 0 followers, then who's going to fucking bother following you? But if you have 1,000 followers, maybe there's something there and I better join in too. I understand that, but I still morally wouldn't fucking want that. And I just don't understand why you would. I'm naive. I could never be in politics. I would just be too honest. I would be like, no, you vote for the other guy. The other guy's better. He's fine. He's got way more experience than I do, But seriously though, so this is a weird one-off thing. There was a game from a while ago. Oh yeah, this is where I left off. Let me see if I can get the date on this. This is from 2015 called The Black Watchmen. And I think way back in the annals of my streaming journey, it was among one of the earliest ones, at least going back to 2019, maybe a little earlier. I don't recall getting very far with that. I think it ended up being not a fun stream. Maybe that was it. So fair warning. So anyway, this is a game that is essentially, it's kind of like a puzzle box of sorts, kind of like an escape room, kind of like, where you got to use your wits and your intelligence to, forever doomed, to advance the plot. And it also has ARG elements, alternate reality games, and so it's like real life elements, like real websites and real things, and it, and you have to use your brains to figure out the puzzles. And that's what it's like. And I figured, I keep always wanted to get back to it. I never do it. And I figured by this point, surely the site is probably, or the game is probably offline, right? Having such an internet component to it. Well, I don't know what parts of it are broken or not, or if it is, because this game has had an update since at least December of 2023. There was a major update. They call it the Icebreaker update. I don't know nothing about it. I'm a baby. I'm starting at the beginning. So let me pull it up. Let's take a look. And this is going to get really interesting. You'll see when we get in there. Not really interesting. I'm exaggerating. But, this is a problem. Okay, I'm going to mute that. Just for the moment. Oh my God, this is so loud. Why? Please make your goddamn games. Let me skip those intros, please. Okay,
welcome, agent.
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna get the window loaded up here. Let's see. Where the hell is it? Why could I never find the fucking thing? Hello? Oh, TBW. That's what they're calling it. There we go. So, you have this campaign. It starts out, there's training missions that are essentially kind of get you oriented with how the game works. It's really simple, and we can replay the mission because I already know the answers to them, but it'll give you an idea.
We at Morpho believe there is nothing more important than family. That's why we ensure all our employees follow strict breeding guidelines. Together, we can protect what matters most.
Welcome to Basic, Recruit. We need to test your skills and train you in the techniques of the Black Watchmen. Due to the covert nature of our operations, many communications between our field agents and HQ are coded or hidden within larger pockets of data. For your first task, you must learn to see messages hidden in plain sight. These are not coded transmissions, but rather messages concealed within larger amounts of information.
We can protect what matters most and guarantee improvement for posterity.
So, yeah, that's like your first contact with the game, and it basically it says, find a mission starting in plain height. So this interface is a little confusing. I don't care for it, and it goes that way to progress as opposed to left. So it's a little confusing. So you start now. Hidden meaning. So here's what you get. You get the screen. It's got your mission on it, and the idea is there is a flag. We'll call it a flag, like a CTF flag, but it's usually a word or a phrase or something. Here it says secure channel unavailable, locate the hidden message. So right now we only have this picture, and we have the option of opening it up in a web browser, a real web browser, or we can just do this. So we're looking at this clue, and it's like, well, what do we got? Greetings from Hawaii. Warm, sunny days, beautiful beaches. What a gorgeous place. I could just walk along the shore watching the waves forever. I can't imagine another spot so great. Have to go. The tide is just right. Surf's up. Waikiki Beach at night. Photo by Richard Allison. So William Lamy, 4704 August Street, Los Angeles, California, 9008. 90008. USA. I don't know why I said it like that. USA. So there's a hidden message here. And I'm doing this so you can't read it. Why am I doing that? So we look at it and we go, oh, wait a minute. What's this? Why is this underlined? Why are these letters underlined? Is this, wait a minute. T-A-R. Tar? Tar? Oh, T-A-R-G-E-T. Target? L-O-C-A-T-E-D. Target located. So we get that. So we go target located. And we do this. Puzzle complete. I did it. And it tells you the possible answers, because sometimes there's multiple answers. When I say multiple, it's like different ways to interpret it, and it'll let you know like all the others, which is kind of weird, but whatever. It's kind of neat. So you finish your mission, and now you got another mission. It says, look closer. More than one message may be hidden within a single document. And it takes you back to the letter. So there's actually a second message here. I know it's zoomed in a little closer. I don't know why they did that, because it seems like it's a little too on the nose. I wish it was like a zoom, but whatever. So there's a hidden message here. Somewhere else. Is it inside the ink? Is it... I say this like I don't already know the answer, but I'm trying to, you look around, you see some stuff. Is there something in the microdots? Is there something like that? There's a boob over here. That's kind of neat. We got maybe something in these little dots. Maybe that's too much. But, William, what's this? Oh, there's a stamp. What's this? Successful extraction. Oh, why am I doing this? Anyway, so, so the question is it extraction successful, or successful extraction means the same thing? So we do that, and we just type successful extraction. We got it right, and it even says possible answers, extraction success, or so either one of those was possible. That's fine. That's good. So now you got another, I thought there was a third one there. Where's the third one? Oh, okay, I redid this one and it sent me back to the next recent one. So then you get your second mission. I'm gonna skip these.
Your loved ones deserve the best, but in the event that anything happens to them, you'll want to be prepared. We provide services
Target
to punish
unlock.
and torture any.
Your next training exercise involves basic codes and ciphers. You will encounter many different types of codes in the field, and you must be able to recognize and translate them quickly. The faster you can identify a code, the faster you can crack it. You will be provided with a conversion kit and an overview of code breaking.
Provide services to punish and torture anyone responsible.
What?
Accidents happen, and you need to be ready.
So watch your
Morpho
ass,
Medical.
baby. So, once again, we start over here. Voice in the ether. Received from agent via shortwave radio. Decode meaning. So this is where things get a little different here. Basic overview of code breaking. So we'll take a look at that, just to give an example. So I have been using the Steam web browser in-game overlay to do this stuff because it's a little easier than alt-tabbing out and stuff, especially if I'm sharing this, you know, on OBS and stuff. So this is a lot easier, and it's just nice to have everything all in one place. I don't have to, you know, fuck around. So when you go to archive.blackwatchman.com, we've got a call number, an archive call number, which is just, you know, it's just bullshit. BTM. Let's see. Let's stick it in there. BTM 4A17. Oh shit! Seriously? All right. BTM 4A17. Go to search, and you get a PDF file. We'll load the I would like to view it inside this. That would be nice. Can I view it? Can I view it like this? I can view it like that. Very nice. Very nice. Good job, Steam. So essentially, you're going to get, it's actually kind of cool. Skin may begin to blister or disintegrate. If so, administer a syringe of serum 1817 to the victim's eyeball or tongue. Do not seek medical attention from fellow agents. Clues. Why is it written like this? Why is there so many typos? That's weird. Do not seek medical attention from fellow agents. Close contact may result in transmission of the curse. The curse! Secondary effects. Never assume a curse has been lifted. If its effects have abated, be vigilant. Many curses have secondary effects. Cursed objects. Cursed objects may be encountered in the field. Transportation and disposal of the object depends on a variety of factors. See Appendix B1. If a curse is removed... If a cursed object is handled, it may adhere to the victim's skin. Removal of a limb may be necessary. Exploding corpse. If you believe you may be dealing with an exploding corpse, avoid crowded areas and strictly follow the steps outlined in Appendix B2. And then we go to part 3, codes and ciphers. This is the actual part of it. Overview. A code uses code words or code phrases to symbolize a secondary hidden meaning. A cipher uses the substitution or scrambling of characters for other characters to conceal a message. Codes. A code is a secret message. So essentially, long story short, it's just basically teaching you the basics of text ciphers. You know, like substitution ciphers, Caesar shift, that kind of thing. Rot13, Caesar shift. Is that the other name for Rot13? I was thinking of Caesar cipher. Okay, so anyhow, yeah, it's telling you all that, and it talks about ASCII and binary and hex and all that. It's all stuff has old hat. But I'm glad I opened this up because I hadn't actually seen any of this lore before it about curses, which is kind of cool. So anyway, so it teaches you, at least, which is nice. Can you imagine if this was all brand new? That would be really fun. So that's one thing. And so we have a text object, and a sound. So we go over here, And this was just a clue, because this is the tutorial mission. So they're giving you, like, the most blunt tool possible. ASCII2HEX.com. We're not going to use that, because we have a better alternative. But let's hear the evidence.
105, 110, 32, 112, 111, 115, 105, 116, 105, 111, 110.
Okay, so a list of decimal numbers. Clearly, you know, this is clearly going to be ASCII, so we have to decrypt this. And so what we're going to do is go over here, and this is CyberChef. This is a real tool. It's one of my favorites, and it is not loading properly. There we go. So CyberChef, essentially, it massages text in like text and data in a ton of ways. I mean, it's crazy. It's just it's a fucking beast. This is a great tool, and it's a single file, I think, but it's portable regardless. I think it's a single file, which is really, it's all really, anyway, this is not important. So let's get her to say that again, and we'll start typing.
105, 110, 32, 112, 111, 115, 105, 116, 105, 111, 110.
Okay, so that's good. So let's see. Let's do from decimal. So from decimal, pull that over here. And there's our translation. It's ASCII for the phrase in position, as in you are in imposition. Or not. In position? Question mark? And we got it. So that's great. That's basic stuff, but it's good to keep yourself sharp. So the next mission in this particular, I'm kind of get confused on how do they phrase these things. So mission, campaign. No, campaign is all of these. Whatever. Let's just start it. So it's giving you the basic overview for code breaking once again. Let's see what else we got here. ASCII to hex, and now we got this. And does this work? Copy to clipboard. I can never. All right, it works here. I don't know if it's gonna work up here. It does work up here. Great. So looking at that, it's even. I mean, even if you didn't know off the top here, I mean, even if I hadn't already done this, my first go-to would have been Route 13. Just because this is baby shit. This is the start. Yep, and sure enough, intercept target in Shanghai. Okay, that's fine. So intercept target in Shanghai. The enter key inexplicably does not submit. It's incredibly irritating. So, but what's odd is that it also just accepts Shanghai. I don't understand that. Okay. So those are the 3 training missions. And at that point, they boot you out of the house and they send you forward to the depths. So the next, let's see if we can figure this out. What are they calling this? Campaign. So I guess they're just missions. Okay, so mission 4. A Division 79 facility requires immediate resupply.
They used the test site for decades. They didn't say anything to the locals, didn't warn them at all. Some called it negligence, others called it population research. The changes started almost immediately. An odd case in one village, a slight mutation somewhere else. They just got worse and worse.
Welcome to Division 79, Recruit.
Thank you.
Our research facility on the Hanford site needs a resupply of heavy water. Secure the material necessary and send it off.
25 years later, the effects are still visible everywhere.
Oh, you know what? I think we missed. I think we jumped ahead. Hold on a sec. Let's put a pin in that. Go back to the campaign. I think this is... It was supposed to go here. Just because we're going over all the tutorial stuff. This is the last one, and it's good. There's a reason I'm doing this.
Our children are our future. We at Morpho strive to better that future every day.
No pressure.
New
nerd.
innovations in medicine, logistics, and genetic manipulation help move us into a better...
In the field, you must learn to examine everything closely and distinguish patterns from the background noise. For your final training session, you must uncover the culprits behind the disappearance of an antique dealer in Chicago. All the information surrounding the case cannot be found in the documents provided. You will need to research leads online and connect the dots. Prove yourself here, and you become an active agent.
Plan, enhance, and purify future generations. As with everything, nature is the best
My
instructor.
fingers taste like hot dogs. I need ketchup. So, yeah. Alright, this one only has one, but it's a big one. Analyzed crime scene photos and determine an occult group of interest to the antique dealer prior. Analyzed the crime scene photos and determine an occult group of interest to the antique dealer prior to his disappearance. So we got to figure out what he was into based on these over here. A side note, something interesting over here. If you oh, I'm not sure where it is. I think it's on the over on the dashboard. If you go to here, clearance level, no actions required if you're a red level clearance. Or if you want to be an orange clearance person, you have to supply your real phone number. And it doesn't work. It says orange is more intense. You may receive voicemails and live phone calls from in-game NPCs during daytime hours. Kind of crazy, and I love it. I wish I don't know if it's still working. It says at this time there is no campaign requiring your active fieldwork. Dispatch does not require your updated phone number or address. So that's that. Notice I said the word address. If I subscribe to the, I would say subscribe, if I sign up for the yellow clearance, now again, this is real life stuff. Yellow is the highest level of immersion conventionally available. It involves the chance of receiving phone calls day or night and puzzles sent by mail. Physical mail! And then there's 2 other levels. Who knows? Green is only open to the bravest agents. If you are selected to experience the deepest level of immersion, you must submit a full medical exam and sign a personal injury waiver just in case any harm should come to you during your mission. Green is not for the faint of heart, but if selected, you will remember the experience for the rest of your life. How the fuck do you get higher than that? Well, let's find out. Black. Classified. So I'm guessing, I don't know, maybe they fucking abduct you at work or something. I don't know. I'm guessing these 2 are probably just baloney, and this is about as high as it probably gets. I don't know. I would have to look it up, but we are stuck at the meager red clearance level like a plebe. But that's okay. So let's get back to this mission. We got to figure out what this guy is. And again, I already know the answer, but I'm going to walk through it as if I didn't know. So at this point, it says merchant is missing, analyze the crime scene photos. Okay, it's the same text. We're given 4 different things here. We're given a archive call number, GH73Q3. GH73Q3. And we get these. These were on the screen earlier. I didn't delete it. That's my fault. So we got that. We got that loaded up. We got overview of code breaking. So once again, it's trying to remind you, maybe this is going to help you out. Ask you to text. Okay, so those 2 things don't really matter. And then you get this document. And scrolling is really difficult. And it's just it's a Agent Wheeler's Guide to Research and Analysis, Unraveling the Web. Research Basics. Before the internet, conducting agency research involved encyclopedias, visiting the physical archives, oh God forbid, and summoning the correct knowledge demon. Luckily, we now live in the information age, where this knowledge is accessible from your computer. However, with so much information available to you, it is important to understand how to correctly parse through available content and avoid misinformation. Now, remember, this is 2015, so we're not in the AI chatbot era. We're in straight-ass Google. Back when it was a little more dependable. Preparing for the search. Before you begin your online search, be sure you are ready with all the information available for your investigation. Take note of all assets presented and take the time to consider exactly how to proceed. Understanding why you are conducting your research can be as important as what you search for. Having a solid grasp on the mission briefing, evidence materials, and motivating questions will help you avoid dead ends. And then it gets into search engine syntax, which I'm not even sure if, this is still, legit. Searching terms and quotations, okay, that's true. For 2025, it's true. I'm not saying they're lying or wrong. I'm just saying that times have changed. I think this might be after they took away the plus, which essentially what is the quotation marks are serving. So this might be after that. It says the default logical operator for most search engines is and. Seven Wonders. Yeah, we know how to do a Google search. I'm not going to go through all this. I forgot about using an asterisk. It's been a real wild. Numbers separated with two periods without spaces will provide results within that range. I'm curious if that's still a thing. I remember that, but yeah, it's interesting. So anyway. So that's just basically telling you how to do a Google search. So let's go over here. GH7, we already opened that up. So that's this. So these are the photos. We can download them. We can do stuff to them, probably. Photo ID 1038, Chicago, USA, 4/4/2015. And we got a doll with a fucking crown and Jesus' legs over here. Looking good, nice and shaved. Very good. Case number 26D84A. Well, it's not a lot to do here. I mean, well, let's see what else we've got. File. Okay, same date. Case number. We got some lube over here. Snowmobile oil. Rust inhibitor. It's an iron. A rusty iron. Grapette, thirsty or not, here I come. A painting back there, but we'll think about that. I can't zoom in, so this is the resolution we have. So just for what it's worth. Let's go over here. It's not creepy at all. But TOB, I don't know what that is. Let's see. Classroom with a bunch of creepy kids. Look at this fucker. You know they're not making that for fashion. You know he's probably just a sloppy eater. And they're just like, fuck it. Just give him a giant bib. Make him wear it all the time. Baby. I don't know. It's hard to make that out. But that's okay. So we got all these creepy kids. I'm kind of dancing around the file that I haven't opened yet. Let's see. Antique auction, fundraiser for St. Ferdinand Church Soup Kitchen, 1863 Westbury Avenue. Some other stuff here. We got a couple of cameras. It's kind of neat. Nothing culty. This is what we're looking for. Wonder what's in here. Oh my God, money in the Siggies. I can't read that. Although it looks like it might be reversed. Whatever. This looks like this might be a Bible. Psalm 4244. Okay, probably. What's this? I gotta stop doing this. I'm not gonna be a dick. But yeah, okay. So we got a thing here. JJJ. That kind of looks like You know, we definitely got a, letter now, letter frequency thing going on here. Looks like a web address, JJJ, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so let's take a look. Now, what's crazy is that this is my notepad. I needed this tool. It was 4 in. I was supposed to be asleep, but I'm playing the tutorial here, and I got to this point in the game, and I'm like, man, I wish I had just something, just a scratch pad that I could write, and just store it, just browser only, save it in local storage, whatever I write, that kind of thing. And then I thought about it, and I was like, man, I bet GitHub Copilot could probably crank this fucker out in like no time, So I was like, you know what, screw it, and I ended up getting distracted, and I got away from the game. And I worked with GitHub Copilot in either Haiku or GPT-5, I forget which one. And we cranked this fucker out within 10 minutes. Now, I added some stuff subsequently, like exports and imports and stuff. But this is full-ass markdown with formatting. A good preview and 1, 2, 3, and it's the full fucking thing. It doesn't, if for some reason it's not rendering tables correctly, but it only has like 2 dependencies. It has highlight.js and market. I can't remember. There's another one, but otherwise, I just got rid of the dependency, so it actually is all bundled in one file. So you have this nice markdown editor that saves in your browser, and it exports clean to a JSON blob, or you can export the individual file. I'm happy with this. This is nice. This is actually a tool I've wanted for a while. Just a simple, disposable, platform agnostic. I think the next thing will be is make it mobile friendly, but because right now it's not very mobile friendly. Anyway, that's kind of amazing. That I could just, essentially, it's like asking a genie, hey, genie, I need this tool. And he's like, yeah, go fuck yourself. And he does this, and then there's a tool. That's what it feels like. It's fucking weird. So yeah, so this is what we're using to keep notes. So that was a fun thing. Anyway, so JJJ, CHF. GROVA. Oops. GROVA dot PBZ. And we'll take that and we'll go over to CyberChef, and I'm betting it's still rot Postbin. So maybe it's not an H? Is that an N? Okay, that's a little N. That's an N. A little N and a little H. Didn't realize they were so close to each other. Little N, what do we got? Paste bin, yeah, sure enough. So we got that. I've already done this, I'm just going through the motions. Paste bin, and we'll go back to the picture. What else we got? Oh, we got the sequence. Oh my god! 3535. Do it over here. 35. 4C71. 4C71. 59 4E. Oops. 59 4E. Oops. 59 4E. 68 4C. I'm laughing because I just like spoiled it. So we take that, we go over here, go in there. Okay, so this is hex, so we get rid of R13. Go over here, hex, from hex. Boom, 55LQYNHL. And if we know anything about Pastebin, we know that it's essentially this thing I already had open in the browser. So there's your Pastebin. Unfortunately, we don't have an ad blocker, so this whole thing is just 4 ads. And then, 5 ads, so there's one down here. Man. Okay. So in this little section here, we've got the actual answer. We're going to go into raw mode. Folio 13 of Cipher Manuscript. Cipher MMS. Original copy. Author unknown. Black ink on cotton paper. In protective, non-corrosive plastic sheet. Circa 1809. No authentication is available, but ink dating certificate included. Starting bid, $150,000. So at this point, this is where things get a little interesting. What is this? You know, it's like, what, I mean, Folio 13 of Cipher Manuscript? What is that? You know, it's like we don't, and we have to take this at face value that this is something that we can look up in the real world. And that this isn't fiction in this particular case. And that's the leap you have to think of when you get in here. It's like, okay, let's assume Cipher Manuscript. I mean, personally, I think that sounds like bullshit. Like, it's just the Cipher Manuscript. What is that? I've never heard of it. So we go over to new tab and we go to Google and we type Cipher Manuscript. Oh, what's this? Something's already coming up, but let's get in there. Oh, look at this suspiciously already clicked link. The Cipher Manuscripts. Oh, it's 60 folios. Folios! Folio 13. Okay. I don't like this, the way I do this. I'm sorry. So, close that up. So, the Cipher Manuscripts are a collection, and this is a real world thing, is a collection of 60 folios containing the structural outline of a series of magical initiation rituals corresponding to the spiritual elements of earth, air, water, and fire. The occult materials in the manuscripts are a compendium of the classical magical theory and symbolism known in the Western world up to the middle of the 19th century, combined to create an encompassing model of the Western mystery tradition, and arranged into a syllabus of a graded course of instruction in magical symbolism. It was used as a structure for the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, after the manuscripts came into the possession of prominent SRIA members. So, Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. What is that? A secret society. So, at this point, we can kind of figure out that Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn is probably the word we're looking for. And as you can see here in the placeholder, word, small word, Hermetic of the Golden Dawn. So we do that. Boom.
Well done, recruit. You have completed basic training and are now an active agent. You have been assigned to Division 79, the research and development arm of the Black Watchmen. There will be time to get settled in later. Right now, we need you to get to work. You will be given odd jobs at first, but as soon as something sticks, stay with it.
So yeah. And now we go back to where we were. So let's see how this goes. Paper trail. Use the facility's past receipts to determine the correct supplier to contact for heavy water. Oh, this is bringing back memories. Ugh. All right, let's take a look. So we have a picture, 4 pictures. Let's take a look at the first one here. Hanford Site, Complex C, Benton County, Washington, United States. Ethyl alcohol, pure. Glycerol solution, 500 milliliters. Flame resistant lab coats. You want to see something neat? This is something we didn't have back when I played this originally. Now, one of the things that I'm having to come to grips with is that large language models are going to be with us from now on. Till I'm dead. That's the future. And then beyond. I don't know why I said that. But I unless now much like as a programmer, I use IDEs, integrated development environments, like VS Code or Borland Pascal's IDE or JetBrains or what have you. I have gotten to a certain level of comfort, in using these tools in my development process. And if I were to go back to using just like a notepad or something, I could technically do it, and in time I would probably get versed enough into the workflow that it would be fine. If, syntax highlighting, what a crutch. I can't code without syntax highlighting. I need to see the syntax highlighting, and it's ridiculous. But these are things that I've gotten used to. These are modern tooling for a modern time. And I have to accept that LLMs are going to be in our toolkit for programming. I mean, look at this really lovely tool that came out of and this in that if I'm going to real life investigate something, hold on a sec, I gotta mute something here. If I can, I don't think I can. Oh no. Can I just mute you for like 5 minutes? Please? Please? I can't. You're gonna have to deal with that boinking noise. Anyway, is that if I were to be doing real life investigations, that there are tools that I would be using. I would use everything at my fingertips. I would use every single possible tool I can to solve a problem. And that's where things get weird now. For instance, I do some work with the local B-Sides security conference every year. They have been doing it for a couple of years now, and so I'm privy to them creating CTF puzzles and stuff for our live CTF games during the conference. And one of the things we talked about recently was that what are you going to do now with LLMs and with AI in freely available tools that can basically take and solve your capture the flag challenge in minutes? What are you gonna do? How do you rank people like that? It's like, did you win, or did you win with assistance? And I'm of two minds of that. It's like, it's like if the idea of a capture the flag challenge is to use what you know and what you have and stuff to solve and figure something out, where in real life a large language model, AI, is going to be in your toolkit. It's just like mathematicians. They can't use a calculator. It's a computer. It's cheating. It's wrong. And it's like, now everybody's got a calculator. It's so it's difficult, but I also understand the spirit of the game is different. For example, for another example, Advent of Code that happens every December. There's a leaderboard, or there was. I don't know if they're doing the leaderboard this year, and I think it's because of this topic. But if is it fair to use these tools to essentially auto win, or at least augment you to the point of being able to solve these otherwise difficult challenges very fast? That really changes the nature of it. It's like, personally, when I take part in Advent of Code, I turn off most of my AI tooling. It's like, because I want to enjoy this on I consider a point of pride. It's like, if I figure it out and I finish it, and if I just hand it over to a computer, you do it. What have I added to it? So I think about this stuff. When it comes to like Advent of Code, I mean, I'm not going to beat my head. You know, I'll sit there if I'm losing like an hour and a half trying to doodle out something, and I'm just hitting a brick wall. You know, I may pull up a chat window with an LLM and go, take a look at this. I don't want to know the answer. Do not give me the answer. Give me a push in the right direction. You know, give me a hint. Ask me questions. And I have actually found success with that. And depending on the model you're using, they may be smart enough to go and play ball with you. And so far, everyone I've tried has been pretty good at going, hey, did you look at this? What do you think that means? You know, and I'll think, oh, it's fucking boink noises. So, you know, I think that's the limit. I will not ask it to give me the answer. I will not ask it to go and, you know, fix my code. I will not do that. But that's me. And somebody else may simply enjoy going through like a bull in a china shop, you know, and just being like, yeah, throw the, that may be their fun, you know, is creating an agent that automatically solves a capture the flag or automatically solves a, you know, advent of code challenge. And it's difficult. It feels wrong, but in denying its existence, it feels like it's sticking your head in the sand. It's like, I don't like this new stuff. It's cheating like that, but it's going to be there. And I think at the very least, I would use a local model because A, they're dumber, but also, you know, if you lose access to any of the cloud-based stuff, you're always going to have the local models. They can't take that away from you. They can block you from downloading them, but all right, I'm getting into a whole theoretical thing. So I'm not going to tie my hand behind my back when it comes to this game, I think. But I'm also, so I'm going to. That's what we're looking at here. This is Llama CPP. They have a front end, and this is connected to a newly released Minstrel 3 8 billion parameter model. It's really good, and it does, and this is what I was going to show you. I'm going to go over here, and it does image stuff. So if I say transcribe, oops, helps if I spell it right. Transcribe this. You know, and that's not bad. That actually is correct. Hanford site, Complex C, Benton County, Washington, United States. Ethyl, can I drag this? No. Ethyl alcohol pure 3. Oh, right. There we go. So what I can do is I can take this transcription and drag it over to my scratch pad. We'll make a new note. And we'll do that. And so document 1. I don't have another name for that. Document 2. So then we can maybe, I don't know if I even need to do this. I'm just doing it as proof of concept. Let's close some of these tabs. All right. Did that actually get the flame resistant lab coats? $199. Was it $199? Oh, but yeah, it didn't even extracted it over here, so it actually made this really. So let's see if there's any other text. So we have the total 769. I don't think that'll be relevant. So we get that, and I'm gonna try something interesting. I don't expect. I mean, I'm just curious. What do these things suggest? And just see what it says. The items listed in the image, ethyl alcohol, pure glycol, flame resistant, suggests a few possible themes or contexts. Chemical or scientific experiment. Hello. Stop it. I can't zoom this in, by the way. That kind of sucks. That's a limitation of the browser, the Steam overlay browser, which really kind of blows. Chemical or scientific experiment, historical or industrial setting, since the location mentioned is Hanford Site Complex C. Washington, this is a real-world site, historically associated with nuclear research and production. Remember, we were talking about hard water. The items can be related to decontamination, ethyl alcohol and glycerol. Glycerol are used in cleaning and stabilizing. And I have a system prompt. And my system prompt is, you are a general-purpose AI information assistant helping a user solve puzzles in an escape room-style, world-spanning clue hunt. And I said, important, do not invent information when confidence is low. Simply tell the user that you are not confident in that case. So, which is so important in a system prompt. Because if you don't say, I don't have a high, confidence in this response, it'll just throw it at you. It'll be like, oh yeah, Santa Claus is definitely Mexican, that because it doesn't know, it's like, anyway. So, and we also have the added complexity of it could just be wrong because it is an LLM. It is a smaller LLM. It's a good one, but so it knows the context of the things I'm asking it, which is good. Suggesting that the quantities could be part of a cipher, like it's going a bit beyond. So safety or containment theme, given the flame-resistant lab coats, the puzzle might involve safety protocols, yada yada. FGA, possible clue hunt. Okay, so that's nice. That is really nice. So let's go back over here. Oh, wait, not here. I'm gonna go back over here. And so we know about that one. Let's take a look at the next picture. The next document. And this one has chemical supplies. The something chemical supplies? There's a date. And notice that it's in European format. Day, month, year. I love when that happens. Anyway, Hanford site, same as recipient. So here are the other. So let's see. Was there anything interesting up here? Why is this scrolling so slow? That sucks. Invoice. I wish I could read that. Alright, so we get deuterium oxide, chloroform. Was there anything else down here? Morpho medical. So, okay. So let's get rid of that response. And then just tack it on to my transcription here and go, here is document 2. Let's transcribe that. And then I attach it. And there we go. For the most part. Oh, I picked up. Is that. See, it's saying 8, but I swear that looks like a 5. This is really challenging. Okay. What does document 2 suggest? Document 2 suggests a list of chemical reagents and their quantities, yada yada yada. Okay. Document 2 suggests, okay, deuterium oxide. God, I hate you motherfuckers. Alright, we got them. Deuterium oxide, D2O. Well, first we got it in when it comes to an LLM, we have to verify. Deuterium oxide, okay. Commonly uses heavy water, commonly known as heavy water, used in nuclear research and chemical experiments. We're looking for a heavy water supplier. So at that point, here's all these other things. So we're continuing the nuclear reactor thing. And at the bottom of that is an address. Document 2 is that, morphomedical, and we're going to get a transcription of that. It's just new. It's like, well, you've asked for transcriptions for the last two. I just transcribe it for you. All right, that's fine. So we're going to keep that. We're going to take that text. I don't think we need this. Well, I think we do need this, but I think it's not terribly important to get the whole thing. Let's get that transcription of the... I don't think we need any. I think this is all just a lot of red herring stuff and mood setting. But we're looking for the supplier of the heavy water, and it's probably Morpho Medical. But let's take a look at the third. Was there four? There were all four. All right, let's take a look at the third document. It's a box of syringes. I think we can safely discard this one. Something medical supplies. Black and Forsyth. Huh. Yeah, there's nothing else here. I think we're good. And I don't remember this too clearly from the first time I played, so we're in a better space now. Mark Richard Smith. All one word. File under medical supplies. That's what it says. Okay. Disposable beakers, splash guard, triangular sponge. Yeah, none of this. Okay. So it is probably Morpho Medical. I didn't need to go through all this to solve this one. I don't know why I dragged it out. I think it was more to show off what we got. And it's the right answer. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Boy. Okay, so stock up. Place order for heavy water and obtain confirmation code from Morpho Medical. So Morpho Medical Division 79, customer number 40FH32. 40FH32. That's probably... It can't be a Black Watchman lookup number. Yeah, that didn't make sense. 40FH32. Morpho Medical Division 79 customer. Morphomedical.com. Okay. Open new tab. Morphomedical.com. Invalid SSL certificate. Excellent. Oh, this sucks. Oh, no. All right. Well. Let's see. Let's see what happens. This may be the dead end. Or I would have to look up like a walkthrough. But at that point, it's just... Come on, archive.org. Let's go. There we go. Yes. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, that's a bummer. Is this even going to work if I go to one of these? We may have to go back to 2023. No, it's where it's... This is as recent as a couple weeks ago. Let me see if this works in Firefox. Okay, because it's an HTTP site. That's the problem. So let's see if we can get it. Hello? I would like a new tab, please. New tab. Thank you. Weirdo. So, HTTP, morphomedical.com. Yeah, I know. It's okay. You can... Oh, God. This is going to be a limitation of this browser. Well, this is what it looks like. Morpho Medical. Fact. Faith. Future. Global reach. Billions of people depend on products and services provided by our business. As a result, we've opened over 100 offices worldwide. Our representatives can assist you regardless of your language or location. No matter where you are, Morpho Medical is close by. Our employees are among the leading experts in chemical and biochemical manufacturing, working in state-of-the-art facilities utilizing the most advanced technology available. Revolutionary advances have become commonplace at Morpho Medical. We're just kind of sick of all the innovation. We need a break. Innovation is our formula. Science is our obsession. Essential Aid. The products and services we provide are the first steps in the development of essential aid for people around the world. New medications and treatments are being developed every day to provide relief to those who need it most. Put your faith in us. Our responsibility is to you. Over 100 million, over 1 million customers annually. Thank you very much. I don't know why this is moving every time I click on. All right, it's only 2 frames. Morpho Medical believes in giving back, which is why we started My Clean World, a program that has helped to provide clean drinking water to more than 500 communities worldwide. Today, thousands of people have the luxury of safe water and a brighter future. People aren't the only recipients of our program. My Clean World has helped put an end to the continued destruction of the elephant habitat in coastal East Africa and the greater Mekong region. The safety of our planet and its inhabitants is our greatest concern. Faith and expertise guide us forward. So, Morpho Medical. The second I need to do a search, I'm going to do it over on the other, in Firefox on the other screen. You won't see it, but we'll imagine it. Let's see, products, contact us. Morpho Medical. Accounts. Wait a minute. Our new automated support system. Okay, so where is that? Accessible on the left-hand side of the website. Oh! Was this going to work? Alright, so let's get that code. 40FH32. So this is actually kind of innovative, in a sense. Is that going to work? Help. So, okay, let's see if that's... let's see if that's just a broken site. That could be it. Okay, I have to turn off HTTPS only mode. Alright, come on, Morpho. Accept the risk and continue. I accept the risk. Okay. Please enter your customer ID, is what it's saying. This is just broken because you know why. Ah, shit. Welcome to Morpho Medical. If at any time you get lost, please type back and we'll start our conversation from the beginning. Do you want to start? Do you want to start? I'll just say yes. Sorry, but that ID is not valid. Did I not give you the ID? Okay, well, I don't know if you... Do you want to start? What else can I... Okay, what's our goal here? Place order for heavy water and obtain confirmation code. So... Let's see, what did we have? Deuterium oxide? Do I have to say deuterium oxide to it? Shit. I'm not expecting this bot to be very advanced. I'm sorry, but that ID is not valid. Dude, I gave you the fucking ID, bitch. I gave you my code. I gave you my code. And this is not terribly interesting. I apologize. This is just... Welcome to Morpho Medical. Anytime you get lost, please type back. And we'll start our conversation from the beginning. Do you want to start? Do I have to type start? I'm sorry, that ID is not valid. 40FH32. 40. H32. I think this might be broken. I mean, it does respond to me. It says, welcome to Morpho Medical. If at any time you get lost, please type back and we'll start our conversation from the beginning. Do you want to start? Do I just type Y for yes? No, and now it's, yeah. Bye? Do I just say bye? Reorder? I just put in the code in there, reorder. Okay, this is not working. So what we're gonna do is I think we have a technical issue. I don't think this is actually a. But we're gonna do this. We're gonna search just for the code. Yep, here we go. The live chat on the website of Morpho Medical does not work. I have tried both, and I have placed the corporate order via email. But I know I have to make use of this live chat. I also emailed the technical team help. 40FH31 is the correct code. Okay. That's I'm sorry, but that code is not valid. It's not the valid. What are you saying? You're the developer too, and you're saying this. Hi, Andrea. Unfortunately, that doesn't work, but thanks. I played around with other numbers. I've just tested the mission you're on. It has some issues with cookies, so you should clear your cookies and reload the page. Be sure to enter. Okay, that's the correct. Why is the developer giving wrong answers? What the fuck is wrong with you? Now, I don't know why I would have any cookies related to this, but we will play along. And I will delete my cookies. Delete all session cookies. Make sure we got no IndexedDB, no local storage, no session storage, cache storage, nothing. Okay, we get 2 cookies now. We get 2 cookies again. Get out of here. Get out of here. No cookies. I'm going to reload the page. Automated support. It's popped up. We got it. I'm pasting that in. The ID number. I'm sending. Welcome to Morpho Medical. Okay. I used a different browser and it worked. Dude, come on, man. I'm guessing this is another developer. Maybe. I've tested the mission you're on. It has some issue with cookies. As Adashell mentioned, you weren't mistakenly adding any spaces. For me, this produced the right answer. If you're still having trouble, set up a call for help, and I'll join you in game and see if we can figure it out in real time. Okay, so this is fucking weird. So no spaces, no nothing, doesn't work. So I guess. Yeah, see, it does work. Start. But then it forgets it. So, okay. I will load up Chrome. Which that's as far as I'm concerned as a developer, this is a fucking fail. If your fucking website, your toy website for a fucking game can't work. I'm sorry, this kind of shit just pisses me off. Gets me really angry. Not really angry, but you know what I mean. And now Chrome is having problems loading the fucking page. Look, just fucking stop being a dick. Just don't do that. Okay, for some reason I'm not getting CSS. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, please. Wait, do I have HTTPS? No, I don't. You're saying it's not. Turn on warnings. Smartphone medical. For some reason, CSS isn't loading. What the fuck? Which means I can't use their stupid fucking chatbot. You know what? Wait a minute. I think that's the chatbot hiding. Alright. Go back over here. Give me this code. I think I can just do this. Yeah, it's fine. Send it, asshole. It's a PHP site. It's... I can't show you this. I can actually, yes, I can. Oh, it's not. No, I can't. That's right. It's a seller. Of course it's not going to fucking work. What am I doing? Okay. Never mind. It's showing me a JSON response from the bot. I have to, like, hack the fucking site to solve the puzzle, and I'm pretty sure this is not... This is wild. Is the rest of the fucking game gonna be like this? It's just broken sites. Alright, gonna try it over here. Now CSS is broken over here too. Why is it? It's like some kind of security thing. Or Chrome, because it's going to an HTTPS site. For whatever reason, it's not loading in the other stuff. Look, Chrome, just fucking stay in your lane and do what I tell you to do. Load the fucking... This is wild. Alright. Gonna have to get serious here. Gonna have to take this bitch downtown. Oh, it's blocked because it's mixed content. Can you just do it? Okay, hold on. I feel like the guy from Always, It's Always Sunny. The little guy. Charlie Day. It just sounds like the kind of, like, fucking... Alright, give me the fucking code. God damn it, give me the code again. Alright, I'm gonna do that. Send anyway. Okay, now what did I send to you? Morpho session ID, Morpho operator, Morpho customer ID. Like, what? Quest headers. Okay. I sent the post. There's nothing in the post body. Is there... like, start? Can we do that? Let's just try some shit. Order? No? Oh boy. This is turning out fucking dumb. Tried another browser and it worked. Okay, dude. Alright, so we're going to some real hard cheating shit here. Oh, that's stuff I don't want to see. Paper journal stack up. Okay. Let's just take that confirmation number. This isn't on us. We put in the fucking effort here. We're We're not fucking around. We would have got that. If browsers worked. I'm not pleased that that went that way. To be honest with you. But, okay. Okay. Let's start this next one. Radiation.
The test just kept happening. A group of subjects would be assembled, and when it went wrong, they would just destroy them and start again with the next. All sacrificed in the name of science. Their pain forgotten, overshadowed by glorious progress. There seemed to be an endless supply of specimens, ready for slaughter.
A series of files in the archive are corrupted. Recover them and fix the problem. We must maintain a well-organized archive.
Fair enough. Alright, let's see. Corrupted image in the archive. Recover the case number associated with the file. Okay. Oh. Carney shit. Oh my goodness. Well, Case number. Well, let's look at the other one first before jumping the gun here. Oh no, it's just this one. Okay. I'll open in browser, but we'll put that over here. And of course I can't zoom in on it, but fuck me. All right. Unfortunately, I can't. I wish I could split the window, because I'm gonna have to look at it on the other monitor over here, and you'll just have to go once again on this little ride with me. It looks like. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a black archive case number, but we're going to try it. This is going to be difficult. Case number N 98A1. No. N D. Maybe it's ND. Good, but that looks like a 9. And ND9A1. Nope. All right. Here. We can do this the fun way. Let's see if it actually works. I'm really like pushing the in-game browser here. This will be interesting if this works. Man, it works. Okay. I agree and opt out personal data. Very nice. Dude, just don't be a dick. Okay. So let's take that image and paste it in here. In theory. Is this gonna work? Oh, come on, man. Please give us permission to access your clipboard. One moment. All right. Let's see if we just do this real quick. So I'm essentially shifting over each of those manually. is that distorted? I think maybe I can get that. D N98A1. That might be it. Yes, it is. That is it. Okay. Yay! We did it. Woo! Okay. So all I did was take each strip and just moved it a bit. You figure it out. Not high tech, but gripe. It started as here, but we're going from that direction. We're going in that direction. You know, but it starts you here at the end, so you have to scroll back to where, you know, it's just weird. So the second image associated with the case, retrieve a photo ID. So this is retrieve photo ID. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. 2353? Wait, no. 2353? Is that it? No, it's not. Alright, let's go back to that. It looked like it. Oh, I could have dragged it this whole time? I'm just using the fucking scroll wheel like a chump. Alright, photo ID. Maybe it's 3053? Beep boop, beep boop. 353. There we go, we got it. Alright. That was kind of silly. Lost file. Original file permanently corrupted. Update the case file with the substance redacted from the list. Radiation test 1946 to 2015. Archive number 8DF. 8DF. J9D. Okay. Of course. Wait. Do that again. Do that again. View file, download PDF. There we go. So we can close that and... Shit. Where'd it go? Fuck. Alright. Let's see. I mean, it's definitely got that vibe to it. It's some kind of weird thing. I don't know the full scope of it yet. So we got to figure out what is this? Original file permanently corrupted. Update case file with substance redacted from the list. So just for fun, before I even dig into it, because I like to see how good a language model would be at this. Let's throw it over to it and see what happens. All right. We need to figure out what is blanked out. We need to figure out the substance being obscured or censored in this document. So let's see what happens. So the document you provide is a list of radiation tests and experiments conducted from 1946 to 2015 with some entries involving tests on unknown substances. The censored entries in the details column are test of blank on newborns and pregnant women at U of Iowa, test of blank on local populations. It picked up the censored bits like that. I love it. It's fucking great. Tests a blank on cancer patients. Given the context of the document, which is primarily focused on radiation tests, it is reasonable to infer that the censored substances are likely related to radiation or radioactive materials. Possible substances. Radioactive iodine, which are often used in experiments. Radioactive isotopes. Isotopes. Nope. Radioactive isotopes. Nope. Let's see. Strontium? Nope. Okay, that's fair. All right, let's go back to the document. I had my fun. Okay. So reference number 8D, is that the one we already opened up? 8D, oh shit. Reference number 8DFJ90, okay, yeah, that's it. This PDF viewer sucks. Okay, that's the same thing. So substances, various substances, cortisol. So the question is this real life stuff? Because the other one of the other puzzles actually did have real life connections, and it's entirely possible that this is kind of connected to some stuff going on in real life. So there's a radiation list. A lot of typos. This is clearly not like an English in my first language. That's probably harsh. Test of... It's a short word, too. Not short, but... Is it just radiate? It can't be... It can't just be radiation. That would be stupid. Yeah. The substance redacted from the list. And what was tracer substances? However, without more specific information, I cannot determine, obviously. If you have additional context or clues, yada yada yada. Probably have like 15 downloads of this document. Earlier they had us buying hard water. Maybe I should try that. Yeah. Radioactive water. Just trying things now. Radioactivity. Yeah, of course not. Blast test on local population. Blast tests on local population. Test local population. Water supply. Blast test on military personnel. Test of newborns. Newborns and pregnant women. Local population. Population. Test of blank on cancer patients. Is there any other clue here? Unless that's where we're supposed to go with that. Let's try 1946. Pacific Proving Grounds. That's the detonation at Bikini Atoll. Controlled explosion. Yeah. Nuclear test on local. But you blast test on local population over years of exposure at polygon site. Eugene. Using various substances. Cortisol. That's our... Cortisol is a steroid hormone that affects your adrenal glands. Cortisol affects several aspects of your health and helps regulate your body's response to stress. Well, let's... I know it's not strontium. Yeah, we tried that. But let's see, cortisol. Nuclear tests. Doesn't seem like they'd be related, but okay. What the fuck do I know? Cortisol. Let's see. Yeah, that's not that. Ugh, I hate having to do this every time. So that was Venezuela and USSR down there. Okay. Test of... Is this something stupid? Like I can... No. Yeah, man. Hold on a sec. I gotta at least cross this off my list. And look inside the file in case there's like ASCII. Like the unredacted version of the document. Yeah, it's not. Okay. I tried. Okay. Got a name of the creator. F. Forgues. Forgues. Alright. Well, that's not helping us. Ah, tits. Oh, hey, it opened up at a tab. That's nice. I appreciate that. Well, I guess another thing I can do is take this and go into Photoshop and see if it's just like just out of, you know, like somebody did a bad job obscuring, which is entirely possible, although it doesn't quite look like it. No, it's all black. Let's make sure they're all like that. Because somebody might have fucked up on one of them. Ooh, God, that would look so close. Hey, good evening. Trying to solve a puzzle. I'm not getting very far. We're trying to figure out what the substance is that's missing here. That's been crossed out. And we consulted the Oracle. And it had some pretty solid ideas, but tracers? We could try tracers. Didn't try that yet. No. Tracer. Yeah, worth a shot. Original file permanently corrupted. Update case file with substance redacted from the list. 90. Yeah, see, it's the same code and everything else. So there is an answer here. I trust. Tests on local population water supplies. There's something you can... Well, okay, I was going to say it's something that you can put in water, but it's like that. These don't necessarily mean... These are radiation tests. So this one here, it was a blast test of an explosive. Test on local population water supply. We don't know what they did as the test. It did something. Another nuclear explosion. Test of something on newborns and pregnant women. University of Iowa. Various blast tests on local population. Blast test local population. Blast test local population. Test of effects of radiation exposure on cancer patients in various locations. Test of something on local population. This, I haven't a fucking memory of this from when I played it last time. This might be where I gave up because I was just so pissed off. No, there's gotta be something here. Various tests of local population. Substance of unknown tests exposing various substances to local population. Tests of cortisol on pregnant women in various locations. Various tests of various substances on patients. It's so general. Various tests of unknown substances on political prisoners in Siberia. It's nice. Test of blank on local population, various sites. Blank on cancer patients in various locations. Various tests of various substances on local population. Could you get more vague? Tests of various substances in various clinical trials. Tests of various substances in local water supply. Tests of unknown substances on patients of clinic in Montreal. Well, let's try this. USEA AEC. USAEC. Let's see if we can figure out what that is first. Atomic Energy Commission. 1950. No, that auto completed. 1953. That's a dark omen. Testing. Operation Upshot. Knothole. Shit. Operation Upshot Knothole was a series of 11 nuclear test shots conducted in 1953 at the Nevada test site. It followed Operation Ivy and Operation Castle. Over 2,100 soldiers took part in the ground exercise. Grable was a 250 millimeter artillery-fired atomic projectile fired from the atomic cannon. It was viewed by a number of high-ranking military officials. Test series were shot, yada yada yada. Okay, so what was that one? 1953? On newborns. You know, let's see. Good Lord. Oh, man, these are amazing. There's some iconic ones here, too. Look at that shit. Bam. Alright. Oh, I can do that, I guess. Still kind of small. Let's take a look at these tests. Fallout. Lithium. Deuteride. Uranium. Effects test. Bad downwinder fallout. That's interesting. As Encore was an effects test, multipliers were subjected to the blast, including trees. Soldiers are brought in to view the blast. Yeah. All right, troops. I want you to stand right here in order, and I want you to stare in that direction. Puts on his glasses. Oh, should we have those? Nope. Oh, God. We want to see what happens to the jelly in your eyes. Oh, God. In addition to the 600 high-ranking personnel, congressmen were on hand to view the exercises. Doctrinate troops. Atomic war. That's... Why doesn't it say anything about downwind or fallout? Is that... Oh. It's like a specific phrase. Not just like a general people in the downwind. Bad exposures to troops and bad downwind or fallout. Now the question is, does this really relate to University of Iowa? I didn't include that here. Iowa? Alright, let's back out. University of Iowa. Oh, here we go. Oh, shit. Unethical human experimentation in the United States. In 1953, the AEC ran several studies at the University of Iowa on the health effects of radioactive iodine. Didn't we do that? Didn't we do iodine? Didn't you say iodine? You did say iodine. Oh, no. And it wasn't right. Ah! We had the answer the whole time! Okay. Well, alright. We got it. And the LLM would have got it if I'd fucking just paid... Okay. But that's okay. That's okay. It's an adventure. It's alright. But let's learn the history. 1953, the Atomic Energy Commission ran several studies at the University of Iowa on the health effects of radioactive iodine in newborns and pregnant women. In one study, researchers gave pregnant women between 100 and 200 microcuries of iodine-131 and later performed abortions to study the women's embryos in an attempt to discover at what stage and to what extent radioactive iodine crosses the placental barrier. In another study, they gave 25 newborn babies who were under 36 hours old and weighed from 5.5 to 8.5 pounds iodine-131 by either oral administration or through an injection so that they could measure the amount of iodine in their thyroid glands, as iodine would go to that gland. In another AEC study, researchers at the University of Nebraska fed iodine-131 to 28 healthy infants through a gastric tube to test the concentration of iodine in the infant's thyroid glands. God damn. In Alaska, starting in August of 1955, the Atomic Energy Commission selected a total of 102 Alaska Native peoples, Inuit and Athabascan, who would be used to study the effects of radioactive iodine on thyroid tissue, particularly in cold environments. Over a 2-year span, the test subjects were given doses of I-131 and samples of saliva, urine, blood, and thyroid tissue were collected from them. The purpose and risks of the radioactive iodine dosing, along with the collection of bodily fluid and tissue samples, was not explained to the test subjects, and the AEC did not conduct any follow-up studies to monitor for long-term health effects. What the fuck was wrong with us, man? God damn it. I am this. Thank you, Black Watchmen, for exposing me to this horrible thing and making me educated. But we did get it. Oh, man. All right, we got one more mission here. And we're gonna after this particular set of 3, we're gonna call it a night. But my throat's starting to get itchy.
They were told it would be painless. They were told it was safe. $500 for an afternoon of work. Easy money. No one ever told them about the nature of the experiments. How they planned to cut into them, to leave them scarred, literally and figuratively. Only 4 of the 20...
The Rosenberg Clinic has reopened. Past intel suggests the facility was conducting BDNF research on human subjects. Determine if they have resumed clinical trials.
Only 4 of the 20 survived. He is the only one left who hasn't ended it all. Not yet, at least.
We're hoping. Okay. All right, let's see what this first one is. Conduct a background check of the clinic's new doctors. Look for a connection to illegal human experimentation in the case file. Okay. Archive call number XJ99M5. Hello. There we go. Okay, so we got 3 PDF files. All right, what else did we have? Was that it? That was it. So we're going to look for a connection to illegal human experimentation. And we have a placeholder, letters. So it's going to be 2 words, a long word, and a medium-sized word. Barely medium. All right. Let's take a look at the first one. Could you like open this up in a fucking tab? Thank you. Thank you. I have to middle click. That's good. That's good. That's fine. I can middle click. There we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. Background report, short storm, Division 66. Report was prepared by Division 66. Let's see if they all say that. Yeah, they all do that. All right, so that's not really important. And all of these... Hello? April 25th, April 25th, 24th. Well, 27th. So let's put these in order. 25th, 24th. And... Oh, lordy. Can we do that for all these? Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, they all have archive numbers. And what the real fucking bummer is, he didn't make this text. Actually, I say that, but I don't really know that. I was going to say he didn't make it text clickable. But I don't actually know that. Let's see if we can copy the link address. Let's see if we can... I'm going to get downloaders here. SG open background. No, they didn't make it text selectable. Thank you. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't matter. We'll find out. Okay. Alias Dr. Mario Nathaniel. Westmount. QC. So we're looking for evidence of continued medical testing. Dr. Nathaniel has worked many years in advanced research in neurology and cognitive psychology. He has no criminal record, has a good credit rating, thank God, and has never been enlisted in the military. Dr. Nathaniel is currently under moderate surveillance by our assets, but no important developments have been noted. So, let's see. So it would seem like these would be the most recent things we care about. Royal Bethlehem Hospital, head researcher, various research projects. Head of neurology department, current research unknown. No records, no nothing. Green, additional. Subject may have separate intel. Check availability and archive. So let's get that archive code number XJ99M8. And we'll send that over to our notepad. We'll start a new one. And this is for Nathaniel, but spelled correctly. Why should we start now? Really? Fix it. Really? Nathaniel, there we go. Dr. Mario Nathaniel. And let's open up his goodie bag. No, this is the new one. Wait, is this a new one? Or did you just link me to the same thing two different ways? Okay, fuck you. That sucked. Dr. Christopher Parr. Whatever. Dr. Parr has many years' experience as a neurologist. He has no criminal record. He served a good credit rating. Once again, thank God. He was a member of the U.S. Army and served as a medical officer in Afghanistan. Dr. Parr is not currently under sustained surveillance. No criminal activity recorded. He is currently under Dr. Nathaniel as a neurologist at the Rosenberg Clinic. Okay. Dr. Shauna Myrick, or Myrick? I'm going to say Myrick. I like that. Let's see. Dr. Merrick has many years of experience as a neurosurgeon. She has no criminal record and has a good credit rating and has never been enlisted in the military. Dr. Merrick is not currently under any type of surveillance. But she is a surgeon under Dr. Nathaniel. Has worked without a permit. That doesn't, no, it's 1987. Johnny's Pizza? Johnny's Pizza? Wait, oh, this is like your employment history going way back. All right. Starbucks, University of Toronto, Mount Sinai, St. Michael's Hospital, Montreal General Hospital, Sunnybrook Center, Rosenberg Clinic. She's a surgeon. You know, this, you know what? Look for a connection to illegal human experimentation, but I don't know if I submit this and it's right, I don't know why it's right. And it's wrong. Rosenberg Clinic. Good. Good. I'm happy with that. That's good. Even though it looks like it. C-L-I-N-I. No, whatever. So she's a neurologist. Rosenberg Clinic. Just... Okay, just make sure I didn't typo that. Because it sure looks like it fits. It's... It's currently under moderate surveillance. University of Kent, various research projects, advanced methods, no criminal records, check availability and archive. Subject may have separate surveillance intel. L-I-G-R-S-L. Let's see if that comes up with anything. No. Unless it's L1G. Oops. Nope. Okay, so is there any clue? Oh. Oh, I just realized there's a website there. Berg Clinic. Yeah, we're playing this fucking game again. This is bullshit. Fix your fucking your SSL, will you? Rosenberg. Oh, come on. So then, just to get something on the screen. Oh, fuck. It must have just recently run out, because these were last working in August. Maybe I should message the developer. All of your SSL certificates are dead. Anyway, so proof of... Oh, maybe I can just go through here. Archive the team. Shanna Merrick. Born at Winnipeg. Graduate. Worked as a surgeon. Heard work in neurology, blah, 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 PDF. Okay. Mario Nathaniel. Arrives to us from Bethlehem Royal Hospital in London. Graduate of Oxford, Kent Universities, member of the Association of British Neurologists, is considered to be one of the leading researchers in fields of neurology and cognitive psychology. His work on neurodevelopmental disorders in relation to BDNF. What is BDNF? I gotta look this up. It's gonna drive me crazy. BDNF. Brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or I ain't going down like a fucking chump. Oh, I was hoping to get the thing where it pronounces it for you. Abrinurin. Oh, what are you doing? Why are you opening up so many tabs? Are you serious? A protein that in humans is encoded by the BDNF gene. BDNF is a member of the neurotrophin family of growth factors, which is related to the canonical nerve growth factor. BDNF acts on certain neurons in the central nervous system in the peripheral nervous system, expressing TRKB, helping to support survival of existing neurons and encouraging growth and differentiation of new neurons and synapses. In the brain, it is active in hippocampus, cortex, and basal forebrain areas, vital to learning, memory, and higher thinking. BDNF is also expressed in the retina, kidneys, prostate, motor neurons, and skeletal muscle, and also found in saliva. BDNF itself is important for long-term memory, although, the vast majority of neurons in the mammalian brain are formed prenatally. Parts of the adult brain retain the ability to grow new neurons from neural stem cells in a process known as neurogenesis. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. It's just nice to know. So this dick is working on neurodevelopmental disorders in relation to BDNF has led to recent developments in this treatment of schizophrenia and chronic depression. Good job, Aria. Is there a reason you're sideways, Adam? Let's just take a quick look at Parr over here. Graduated the university, worked at the Neurosciences Institute. He is researching the BDNF genes. We'll put him on top of his field. Mood disorder. What about you, you fucking weirdo? Dr. Adam Rosenberg founded the clinic in Montreal in 2001 after working in several other countries. Dr. Rosenberg is a member of the Association of Neurologists in Quebec. He holds a PhD in neuroscience from Johns Hopkins School of Medicine, which is located in Baltimore, Maryland. He also holds a bachelor's degree in Catholic theology from the University of Würzburg, Germany. Dr. Rosenberg is currently at a leave of absence. Dr. Nathaniel has been entrusted to continue his important work. Huh. You know what? Two things. One, I'm going to blow. And the other thing is, I'm going to take that email address and I'm going to write to the email address. Because that is the kind of thing they do in these games. And we'll do it from a nice, safe Gmail account. Are you doing bad things, Adam? Alright, are you back from vacation? It's only been a decade. So I sent a message to that email address. Let's see what happens. I'm back from vacation. mean, the email server could be down too, so if this actually does work, or might have worked, it may not work now. Intranet? And there may be things on the website that are not available yet, like puzzle-wise, so I may be just jumping the gun looking at this stuff. Oh, it's a phone number too. Call the phone number. We'll call the phone number. Fuck it. And we'll put that on speakerphone. Let's see what happens. Assuming any of this is still up. We'll call the 800 number first. 928 2060. I think that's right. 2060.
Seven 9-1. The number you dialed is not in service.
Okay. It also comes up as suspected spam. That's weird. We tried the other number. 514. That's a local number. Non-toll free, I mean. 612. Not that it matters in 2025. 2495.
We're sorry. The number you have dialed is not in service.
It's Quebec. It's a Quebec number. Or it says international number. Okay. So those don't work. They probably did at one point. Missing since January. Yeah, it's my favorite. You know what? It was my favorite thing about TV show Lost is that they had this massive alternate reality game that was real websites and it tied into the TV show and it had this whole other lore that was going on that was in the background of the TV show. And it really added, there's like stuff from the ARG that I remember from Lost that aren't completely in the show. You know, and it added so much, and it makes me really sad to know that stuff is essentially lost to time because a lot of it used like not only just regular websites but also like Flash animations and stuff, and it was great fun. It was part of the reason Lost is so dear to my heart. It's because of that extra that they added to it. You know, it's like they really had a lot of fun with that show. And just getting the deep box of DVDs isn't going to cover it. You know, that experience can never happen again. And that's really sad. I mean, it really sucks. It's making me mad. But then they did something where they had a crossover with the Jeep Compass. And they made it part of the ARG. And it was a little too obvious. It was a paid thing. Took me right out of it. I didn't enjoy the ARG again after that. I was like, oh, you're breaking the illusion, guys. You're... Anyway. All right. Let's see. So I don't know. So we're looking for a connection to illegal human experimentation. Just to keep us back on track. A connection to human experimentation. And I don't know if it's just going to be in a case file or if I'm just jumping the gun going to the website. Human experimentation. See, I would have just wrote Rosenberg Clinic, and I can't believe that that's not it. Rosenberg. Because look at that. It looks like Rosenberg. Okay, there's one letter more. I'm done. I'm just desperate. Okay. Wait. The clinic's new doctors. So all three of them. Conduct a background check. I gotta conduct a background check. So this is not their background. That's their current thing. Research in advanced neurosurgery methods. Confirmed kills? Jeez. All right. Neurologist, medical officer, intern, counter staff, Pfizer. Sales assistant. That'll do it. Worked without a permit. Johnny's Pizza? I feel like I just have to do it. I know it's not. I know it's not. I just thought it would be funny. And what if it said something funny? Would have been worth it. Alright, confirmed kills. A connection to illegal human experimentation. A connection. Research assistant, neurologist, medical officer, Brigham Women's Hospital, Holmesburg Prison, Holmesburg Prison. Given the nickname the Terror Dome. Okay. Holmesburg Prison. Given the nickname the Terror Dome, was a prison operated by the city of Philadelphia and the Philadelphia Department of Prisons from 1896 to 1995. The facility is located, blah, 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 is decommissioned in 1995 when it closed. As of today, the structure still stands. It was a site of a controversial, decades-long dermatological, pharmaceutical, and biochemical weapons research projects involving testing on inmates. The experiments and research conducted on prisoners soon influenced ethical standards that are used today in modern research. The creation of the Nuremberg Code with the rule of informed consent was drafted based on this case, as well as several others, like Tuskegee experiments in Alabama. The prison is also notable for several major riots in the early 1970s, as well as a report released in 1960. This is fucking insane. Is this game just going to make me angry about everything forever? Take your fucking answer. Oh, we are horrible fucking people. Well, are we horrible people? Because it's human nature that these things are going to occur. It's not pleasant. But we also have others to oppose it who have a conscience and the willingness to step in and try to address our shortcomings as a species. So I can sit here and piss and moan about how evil we are. And it is true. We have an evil element to society, but we also have an ethical side of society. And it seems that over time, that side wins. But for a while, we're tearing ass with the evil for a bit. See also politics. Well, that was interesting. That was interesting. That's horrible. I gotta leave that open just in case. So for the final one for tonight, investigation locked. To unlock this investigation, oh, I have 4 of them. Wait, I thought I had 3 of them. Fuck. Oh no, that was just the first one. Oh, what time is it? 2:14. Okay, we've been 2 hours, 14 minutes. I'm going to put a pin in this. This is awesome. I enjoy this. I do, even though I can sit here and be like, I feel stupid. What are we doing? But that was my fault for not looking at the actual locations. Once we got to the locations, it all flowed. So that was interesting. Before I go, actually, let me do one thing. One thing I wanted to do was see how the LLM does. And let's give it the obvious one. We'll give it this one. We'll give it this one. And we'll just do a screenshot. Do this. And start a new chat. And we're looking for any evidence of a connection to human unethical human experimentation. On people. Do you notice anything? Fuck Holmesburg Prison! It fucking got it immediately! No, it didn't. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Well, let's read it first. Let's read it first. This is unusual for neuroscientists raises questions. Holmesburg Prison was a real facility. While it is not explicitly mentioned in the document, prison-based research can sometimes involve controversial. So it did. It kind of got there. It didn't specifically report to some member of the National Research Project, but his tenure at university with the University of Medical Research could warrant further investigation. Okay, so there's nothing specifically there. Well, this doesn't confirm an unethical activity. It's worth noting that some institutions, yada, yada, yada. Fair. National Hospital for Neurology. And let's just see if it's just listing. Actually, yeah, it's just listing the... But it still would have gave me something to think about. The hospital, obviously the prison would have stood out. Current is unknown. Yeah, I know that. Historically associated with sexual terror, some institutions have feel about ethical controversies, particularly in the past. Again, lack of specifics. Okay, so it didn't immediately get it. At least not specifically. But it did skip over Harvey's department store, so it's not being completely. It's good. And then just for fun, let's see this other one. All right, yeah, let's give him this one. Unless the other one's funnier. Pfizer Hospital, Lucille's, Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. Man, I could go for Pizza Hut. I miss stuffed crust. Okay. Let's go over here. Kevin. How about this one? Oh, boy. Employment Sunnybrook Center. Okay. The background report for Shane and Myrick provides some potential clues or connections that could be relevant. Employment at Sunnybrook Center. Worked as a surgeon. Sunnybrook Center is historically associated with Sunnybrook Health Sciences Center, a well-known hospital in Toronto. However, there are rumors and historical controversy about certain medical institutions in Canada, particularly those involved in neurosurgery, that could warrant further. There's probably a reason why these particular locations are being listed, but it's not like anything hard. But the prison clearly has a big connection. And it doesn't say that this is an actual prison. It just says if the clinic has a history, then that could be something. It may have a history. So, anyway. So that was fun. This is great. So, again, tonight was kind of an oddball thing. I just had this fucking itch that I had to scratch. And maybe I'll do this again on Thursday. We'll see where it is. Because Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right now we're going through the Wolfenstein New Colossus DLC levels. which has been, boy, it escalated quick. We had burning crosses and KKK members and shit. We're just blowing the shit out of them. They didn't. It started off slow for one of these, but it's ramping up into some stuff that the main campaign doesn't want to touch. It was pretty cool. So we'll be getting back on that tomorrow again, unless something happens and I bail as usual. But that's the plan. And then maybe on Thursday we'll come back to this. I may do these just for fun every night. We'll see what happens. Where I'm not normally streaming. But so thanks for hanging out, and I hope this was fun and unfortunately educational about some of the horrors of life. Man, all of my streams are either about fucking Nazis or unethical, just horrible, the worst of society. Oh, 2025, man. What are you doing? Anyway, have a good evening and see you around.